So I thought I could make some example solves. The scrambles will be in the description. So let's get started. So here is one star present here, here, and here. So I could insert those two together. Then this. So I would solve those two. Then this. And then those two at the end. Then we have those two. Like this. Then I already see those two. Then those two. Then those two. Then those two are quite nice. Then I continue with the yellow star. Like here's the edge. Then I would pair those two and bring that edge over. Then those two. And that pair would be one I would solve after the yellow stuff, so I would preserve it. We have those two. That one. That one is already made, look good. So before that I can solve that F12 pair with that edge. And instead of aligning that, before I align that, I can solve those two. Then those two. Then usually I solve the green edge first. Then I already see that pair. Then I do those two. And those two. Then there's just last layer, that's just all blind, so... Oh. I did the wrong outcrops. And yeah. Okay, here's the second scramble. Now we have that one, that's quite nice. And here's one star piece here, and here. So I'll try to preserve this by solving, probably solving that one first, like this. Then I will try to solve that one, then this. And then I preserve that, so I can, like, since I don't see much here, I would rotate like this to see some more stuff. I see those two. Those two. Like, I don't want that to be back here, rather here. So I would just solve that first, those two first before aligning this. And now I align this. So this is quite close to that. And here's the edge. Then comes the yellow star. I don't know, it's maybe like this. Then I have those two. Then I can bring those two up and serve those two. Those two. I probably would have done this, but that would flip the edge, so like that is better. Then that's already solved, that edge. Like I can solve this. Then I can solve those two. Okay, it's like we have the left tail pair, but it's a bit like I can solve it like this, I guess. Then red. Like I usually would always do the block first, but that's like I try to preserve it if I can. So I solve those two like this. Then those two are quite nice. Then those two. And this one. Then again this layer. So yeah, that's the the third scramble. It's quite nice. We have those two pieces already solved. Here's one, and back here's one, and that pair is nice. That one is nice. So I would first solve those two like this. Yeah. Then I would go here, and to preserve it I would just do like something like this. Then I would try to solve that pair. So if something like this, then those two. Then those two. I did the U prime to put that one in a nice spot, but that's quite a bad situation because both corners are in the wrong slot, but yeah, could do, for those two, could do something like this. I don't know if I would have seen this in the solve, but it's a nice solution. Yeah, just insert it like this. Then those two like this. Oh, that one is already solved, and I solved this. And I saw those two, which are nice. Yeah, okay, I can solve those two. Like, I thought about how to preserve that pair, but I noticed if I just solve those two, that one will be preserved, and oh, that's nice. If I insert this, that one will be nice. And the edge is here, so like that, we can insert the edge like this. Then that's quite nice too. This, yeah, just would insert the edge, I guess. Then solve that pair. Now I can, instead of just going here, I would go one further, so that after I saw this nice spot, and I pair those two like this. Insert that edge. Solve those two. Then solve those two, and that will be hopefully preserved. Oh yeah, if I would do a sledgehammer, that one will be preserved. Then I just insert it then again just last layer. Oh, like that. Ah, yeah. Okay, that's the last scramble I probably will do. Okay, here are 2 cross pieces. Here's one, and there's the last one. We have that pair is nice, and that one too, I guess. So I can like preserve those 2 together, and those 2. Let's probably solve those 2 first, like this. Then I like line those and can solve those 2 together. And then I solve that at the end, the yellow one, like this. Then I would solve those 2, like this. Then I saw those 2, and I also saw those 2, so probably solve that and then that. Like this. And that one is made. And then we have those 2. Yeah. Then yellow we have it here and here, so I would solve just the green one, and that will be in a nice spot. Then I can solve those 2, like this, then that one. Then those 2, like that. Then this one, just then that case is actually quite nice. If you have the edge here, at the corner here and the edge here, you can solve it like that. And then those 2. Then I would solve that pair first, because I saw it and it's quite nice. Then I insert that down here like this, align it, and solve that pair. Then I could solve that one first, and then insert the edge. And then, like if I would do that, that would be in a bad spot at the corner here, so I would do a U before that, and then solve that pair, like this. Then like that pair is quite bad, but if I do something like this is much nicer, so yeah, then just last layer.